Hello, dear learners and students. Welcome to the course on cost accounting. During this session, we are going to learn basic important points of cost accounting in the form of introduction of the course. I am Dr. A. Satish Kumar, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce. During this session, we are going to learn the following points: branches of accounting, limitations of financial accounting, cost accounting meaning and objectives, cost accounting advantages and limitations, cost accounting functions. At the same time, essentials of good costing system also covered during this session. During your first year and second year of BCom course, you learned financial accounting, which is the first branch of accounting. In the accounting, there are three branches, namely financial accounting, cost accounting, and management accounting. So far that you learnt in your previous years is financial accounting, and during this third year you are going to learn other two branches, cost accounting and management accounting. Financial accounting helps us to prepare income statement, which we call it as profit and loss account. It also helps us in preparation of balance sheet, which is also known as statement of assets and liabilities, and it is useful to prepare cash flow statement at the end of accounting period. So by preparing these statements with the help of financial statements, you will come to know the net result of the year, net result in the form of profit or loss. By preparing another financial statement, balance sheet, we will come to know financial status of the business in the form of position of assets and liabilities. And this information, which is available in the form of profit and loss account and balance sheet, is shared amongst the stakeholders. Stakeholders include debtors, creditors, banker, tax authorities, government, management, employees, investors, etc. To all these stakeholders, information is shared for their respective purposes. So this is what all about financial accounting that you are learning for the last 2 years. But in this financial accounting, there are so many limitations. Within 3-4 minutes, we are going to learn what are the limitations of financial accounting. Because of such limitations in the financial accounting, two more branches are emerged called cost accounting and management accounting. Today in this session we are going to learn introductory part of cost accounting. By preparing cost accounting, by adopting cost accounting, it is possible to find out cost of production, at the same time controlling the cost. By preparing cost sheet, it is possible to find out cost of production or services, and by applying other tools available in the cost accounting, it is possible to control the costs, which helps the management to reduce the cost and improve the efficiency and profitability. The third branch of accounting is management accounting. Management accounting starts where financial accounting and cost accounting ends. You have to understand, in other words, that the end result of financial accounting, end result of financial cost accounting is the input for the management accounting. Profit and loss account and balance sheet, cost sheet and other techniques used in the cost accounting gives input to start the work of management accounting. By applying various tools and techniques, the data is used and tools and techniques are applied in the management accounting, which further gives detailed analysis of the company. The top level management, by studying the output of the management accounting tools and techniques, will take certain decisions to improve the profitability, to decrease the cost of production. Similarly, it also helps to project the future cash inflows and expected revenues, budgeted figures, etc. Dear learners, these are the three branches of accounting we have. Now, during this session, we are going to learn cost accounting. Before that, let us focus on limitations of financial accounting. The limitations of financial accounting are presented in the form of 10 points. First one is, financial accounting shows only overall performance. In a year, numerous transactions will take place in various departments, in various products and in various activities, and the summary of these activities, departmental transactions and different types of products, etc., is available in the form of profit and loss account and balance sheet. But division wise, product wise division, service wise division, department wise division, cost division, revenue division is not possible. Only overall summary, overall performance is measured in terms of profit and loss or the position of assets and liabilities. Second limitation is historical in nature. Means transaction once happens, the transaction is recorded in the books of accounts by following the principles of financial accounting. Financial accounting never projects the future revenues, future sales, future budget. So it is always speaks, the branch financial accounting speaks only about the past, historical data and historical in nature. Third one, no performance appraisal. Today, appraising the human resource is very, very important for the betterment of the business. But financial accounting never touch upon the appraisal of the human resources. Their performance is not measured. There is no tool or technique available in the financial accounting to measure the performance of the human resources. No material control system. In the production process, important item is material, for which proper controlling mechanism is required, but the financial accounting ignores the controlling mechanism of materials. No labor cost control. After material, another important component of production is labor, and control of this labor cost is also ignored in the financial accounting. No proper classification of costs. Total cost of production or total expenditure is known, but the division is or the classification is not made in the financial accounting. When the classification of cost is not done, it is not possible to compare and control the costs. No analysis of losses. The financial accounting gives the picture of profitability, also gives the position of loss, but analysis of loss is not possible in the financial accounting. Analysis of loss is not mentioned anywhere in the financial accounting. There is no such process to analyze the losses. Inadequate information for price fixation. Price fixation and pricing strategy is an important aspect of business, but financial accounting records at what price it is sold, how much revenue generated, but not having any method to how to fix the price, how to prepare a strategy for the fixation of the price of our products. No cost comparison. As we discussed in the previous point number 6, classification is not there in the costs. Comparison is also not possible. Comparison between the costs of between different departments, between different products, or previous year to current year is not possible because the classification is not done in the financial accounting. Finally, financial accounting also fails to supply useful data to management. Management requires not only summary but also detailed data. Today, data is considered as God by every business venture, but the detailed data is not available and produced by financial accounting. Dear students, these are the important limitations to be kept in mind as far as financial accounting concerned. Now let us focus on cost accounting. Costing and cost accounting, though there are two words, they are interchangeably used in day-to-day functioning of cost accounting. Though there is a small difference, both are interchangeably used. Let us see what is costing. Chartered Institute of Management Accountants UK defined the techniques and process of ascertaining costs. Very simple. Different techniques that we use and the process that we follow in the process of finding out the cost of a department, cost of a product, cost of a service, cost of the goods produced, etc. Similarly, we have Another definition given by Weldon. Definition goes like this: the classifying, recording, and appropriate allocation of expenditure for the determination of costs. The relation of these costs to sales value and the ascertainment of profitability. There are two important points in this definition. First part is classifying, recording, and appropriate allocation. Costing primarily focuses on classification of cost. For this classification of cost, in the next class we discuss in detail, but classification of costs will take place. Once the classification is over, every time the costs are incurred, they are recorded as per the double entry system, as per the principles laid down in the cost accountancy. Similarly, appropriate allocation of expenditure. So allocation, for this there is a basis, and the basis is also predetermined. On the basis of that allocation, the costs are computed. Second part of the definition is finding out the relationship between sales and profitability. Sales rupees, sales volume, and profitability. Relation between these three, especially the relation between sales and profitability, is also linked with the costs, and finding out the relation amongst these three is also part of cost accounting. We are going to study over a period of time an analysis called CVP, cost volume profit. Means relation between cost of the goods produced, volume in terms of sales, and profitability. The relation between these three is also part and parcel of cost accounting. Now, meaning of some terms, important terms which are interchangeably used in day-to-day cost accounting process. First one is costing, finding out the cost of a product or service. Means it is only a process of computation. By following one or the other method you are computing, but the computation process is called costing. Second one is cost accounting. By following one system, the computation is done and recording is done. So the method of computation and the method of recording is part and parcel of cost accounting. Third one is cost accountancy, which is a broader term which covers the principles of cost accounting, conventions of cost accounting, various techniques and tools available in the cost accounting. Let us see advantages of cost accounting. Advantages are: cost accounting shows where costs are incurred. Where means department wise, where means center wise, cost center wise, where means product wise. So it is possible to classify, it is also possible to find out where the costs are incurred and how much costs are incurred. Helps to determine profitability of goods produced. Not only finding out the cost of goods produced, it is also possible to find out what is the profitability of the goods produced, as we are finding out in the cost accounting relation between CVP, cost volume profit. Cost accounting also speaks or measures the profitability of the goods produced. The third one is reducing cost by comparing budgeted cost with actual. Cost accounting also helps in projection, estimation, in the form of budgets, in the form of other tools, and that the budgeted figures are very much useful to compare with the actual, and in turn which helps in controlling the costs. Records output per labor and output per unit. What is the cost per unit? What is the cost per labor as far as the production and output concerned? That we can find out with the help of tools available in the cost accounting, which helps comparison and control of cost per unit of goods produced and labor per unit of goods produced. Developing sales and pricing strategies. This is one of the limitations of financial accounting which we can overcome in the cost accounting. The cost accounting information helps in finding out the pricing and pricing strategy for the business. Balancing production between departments and keeping materials inflowing evenly throughout. Every department requires material, and the supply of material, the inflow of material to the respective departments is very important, and balancing the production process amongst all departments is possible with proper supply of material by adopting the tools available in the cost accounting. Elimination of wastage and time. Raw material wastage elimination and idle time elimination of labor is possible in the cost accounting. Establishing comparative profitability of various products, process, jobs, and indicating areas of losses. So profitability comparison, at the same time how to reduce the losses is possible in every area: product area, process area, job area, department area, etc. Comparative costs between products, periods, and departments. As the classification is done and it is possible to find out where it is incurred, the comparison is also possible between periods, that like previous year to this year, between products like product A to product B, between departments, department 1 to department 2. Okay. Comparison is possible. Finally, it also reveals idle capacity. So far we have discussed much about material, labor, and in some cases overheads, how to find out and how it helps in controlling. Now the last point speaks about machinery also. What is the total capacity and to what extent the capacity is used? And idle capacity of the machinery is also recorded in the cost accounting, which helps to understand the usage of the capacity and idle capacity of the machine. Dear friends, those are the advantages of cost accounting. Now let us see limitations of the cost accounting. Every branch of knowledge will have advantages, at the same time disadvantages. Cost accounting too have some disadvantages. It is expensive in nature. Implementing the cost accounting by appointing professionals is an expensive task. The system is more complex. Unlike financial accounting, cost accounting adoption is not so simple. It's a very complex in nature. It linked with between departments, between products, and allocation of the costs, apportionment of the costs on some basis requires lot of skill, which is a complex in nature. Inapplicability of same costing method. One costing method is not applicable to all the departments or to all the products. Based on the nature of the product, based on the nature of the process, different costing methods to be adopted. So single costing method cannot be adopted by the entire business. This is another disadvantage. Not suitable for small scale units. Unlike financial accounting, cost accounting and management accounting are suitable to only large business units where the operations are huge. But the operations where small operations are there, their application of cost accounting is very difficult. Lack of accuracy. Different tools are there, different techniques are there, and every tool gives different result. Results given by different methods are different. They are not same, and different periods gives different values, though method applied is same. So accuracy is a question mark in the case of cost accounting, and it lacks social accounting. We said in the financial accounting, information is shared to stakeholders. In the case of cost accounting, entire process and the data is available only within the organization. For those who require in the organization, for them it is shared, not to all the stakeholders. So social auditing is or social accounting is not possible. The next part of our today's presentation is functions of cost accounting. There are 4 functions of cost accounting called cost determination, cost recording, cost analysis, cost reporting. Determination speaks about computing the cost, finding out the cost in different departments, in different services, in different products. Once the computation is over, the second function is how to record it. In the process of recording the cost accounting costs, we follow the principle of double entry system. Based on the principles of double entry system, the costs are recorded. So determination is over, recording is over. When you see these two functions, it looks like cost financial accounting. But other two functions differentiate between the cost accounting and financial accounting. The third function is cost analysis. Detailed analysis is done in the cost accounting once the determination and recording is over. And analysis is not kept in the books of records for the record purpose. It is systematically arranged and sent to the top level management in the form of reporting. That reporting from the cost department helps the top level management to take appropriate decisions to reduce the cost, to improve the efficiency, to improve the profitability, and to predict the future costs and sales, budgets, profitability, etc. Now, essentials of good costing system. As there are so many disadvantages, if any business organization is interested in adopting the cost accounting, that particular business organization must keep in mind the following 6 components to have a good costing system. If they fail to follow this, the costing system will be more complex and it is very tough to adopt and implement in the organization. So the first one is simplicity and adaptability. As we discussed earlier, the costing system is so complex in nature. So the group of experts have to sit and identify what is to be taken amongst the available technique, which part require which system of cost accounting. That is to be finalized so that it will be more simple to implement and adopt in every business organization. Accurate and speedy statistics. It is another important aspect that should be taken care by the organizations as far as the accuracy of the results as well as speedy means fastness of the output that is coming out by adopting various costing techniques, whether technology required or the methods to be simplified is to be keep in mind for the betterment of accuracy and speedy numbers in the cost accounting. Admit comparison is required, otherwise it is not possible to measure performance or how it is going. So comparison is to be taken up by the organization as far as the costs of different departments, products and services. Standardization. So to find out the performance, to find out the overcosts incurred, to find out controlling the cost efficiently, standardization is required. Standardization in the department like materials, standardization in the department like labor, standardization in the department like overheads is an essential part or element in the cost accounting system. Once the standardization is over, the standard values or standard set is compared with the actual set, which helps the management to take appropriate decision regarding the controlling, increasing the efficiency and profitability. Similarly, coordination is another important essential element of good costing system. If there is no coordinating agency and there is no coordination process between the departments, between the cost centers, between the profitable centers and amongst the various branches of accounting, the costing system that we adopt may not give good result. Coordination is another important component of the good costing system. The top level management must focus on economical adoption of cost accounting system. If it is expensive, most of the organizations, medium and small scale enterprises may not come forward to implement it. So that it is the important point to be keep in mind by the management while developing the good costing system. If it is economical, even small organizations will come forward to implement the cost accounting in their business organizations. Friends, today we learned the introduction part of cost accounting. If you have any queries, please keep in the chat box so that I can respond to your queries to get your doubts clarified. Before we close this session, let me recap the points that we have discussed so far. Initially, we discussed the three branches of accounting, namely financial accounting, cost accounting, and management accounting, and the key points of respective three branches of accounting. In the second stage, we discussed disadvantages of financial accounting. About 10 points we have discussed as far as the limitations of financial accounting concerned. In the next stage, we have started understanding cost accounting, looking at meaning, objectives, advantages of cost accounting. Similarly, we have discussed functions and limitations of cost accounting. We said there are 4 functions right from the beginning: recording, before that ascertainment, then after recording, then analyzing and reporting the data to the top level management. Finally, we have also discussed essential elements for the good cost accounting system. Students, you have to understand, once you join in any organization, you have to see these essentials. If these 6 essentials are followed by your organization, the cost accounting will give you better result. The results given by cost accounting are very much useful in finding the costs, controlling the costs, improving the efficiency in managing raw material, in managing labor, in managing overheads, improving the profitability, and projecting the future values in terms of budgets, etc. Dear learners, now we are closing this session. Today's session is Cost Accounting Introduction. In the next session, with the same title, Cost Accounting Introduction, we are going to cover cost, meaning, classification of costs, and elements of costs. The second class is very important to understand the basic idea of cost and costing, as we are going to discuss classification of costs and elements of costs. Thank you, dear learners.